He needs that money.
He's got hundreds of pairs.
That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's not that expensive though, but
He's only 46. But he does this with everything, man. He's got $1 million watches.
I don't think he buys every pair.
You think they give them to him?
Yeah.
Putting lies on my name, putting lies on me and my team and my family, and hurting my business. We're not talking about millions. We're talking about billions of dollars. We can't do that. So this is my first time ever filing a lawsuit against a media company. I'm shopping, spending money, living life. Money made, all my day.
Joe Rogan has responded critically to recent revelations about Floyd Mayweather's alleged bankruptcy, emphasizing how unchecked spending can bring even the wealthiest athletes to ruin. Rogan noted that financial success doesn't exempt anyone from responsibilities like taxes, referencing Mayweather's past IRS issues. He warned that luxury without planning often leads to collapse.
All that money to the IRS, how much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to
It's
pay.
neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money. There's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congrats. You can sell them.
Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s legal action against Insider Incorporated marks a dramatic shift in his public image. At the heart of this defamation lawsuit is an article questioning the legitimacy of a massive $42 million real estate deal involving the boxing icon. The lawsuit accuses the outlet of intentionally distorting facts to paint Mayweather as dishonest about his wealth. If the claim involving 62 buildings is true, it would be one of the largest individual real estate deals in recent memory. But the article cast doubt on both the transaction's existence and its financial feasibility, putting Mayweather's credibility on the line. His legal response appears aimed at reinforcing his identity not just as a boxing legend, but as a savvy entrepreneur.
So, I know you guys want to talk about real estate. Only thing I'm doing is answer the question.
That is a real estate question.
Okay, so out of 48 years, I'm 48 years old, and I've never sued a media outlet. The media outlet throughout my life has bashed me, talked bad about me, spoke bad about my family. Now, I've always been judged because how I have presented myself when I'm promoting a fight. You cannot judge me for entertaining the people when I'm promoting a fight. Judge me for the person that you know. You can't judge me if you don't know me. So that's no different from people in this room may want to do a deal with me. But if someone going out there putting lies on my name, putting lies on me and my team and my family and hurting my business, we're not talking about millions. We're talking about billions of dollars. We can't do that. So this is my first time ever filing a lawsuit against a media company.
Mayweather's rebuttal targets what he sees as bias in the article and a deliberate omission of what he calls concrete documentation. He claims his legal team submitted ample evidence to Insider Incorporated validating the real estate deal, which was allegedly ignored in favor of a more sensational story. Notably, Mayweather stresses that this is his first lawsuit of its kind, signaling how seriously he views the attack on his reputation. His move suggests a broader attempt to reframe himself as a credible businessman under siege from irresponsible media.
Name to build my reputation, and I'm not gonna let anyone go out there and smear my name and talk bad about me, talk bad about my family, or talk bad about my company.
All right, one more toughie. So
Nothing is tough.
no, okay.
After being in the sport of boxing, dealing with the sport of boxing, there's nothing that's tough.
Fair. So that article sparked rumors that you are bankrupt. How do you respond to that? I don't think you have publicly responded yet.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I mean, if we call having 2 private jets, owning 100 buildings, being able to do what you want to do. If that's bankrupt, then I'm pretty sure everybody want to live like that.
What?
Okay, so I think we'll end with this one. When I spoke to you all last week, you were riding around Miami. You were looking to buy even more.
Yes.
Have you bought anything in the week since we last spoke?
I don't know. I was out in Miami for a while. We were looking at a few properties. I'm pretty sure.
Stephen A. Smith added fuel to the fire with commentary questioning the transparency of Mayweather's financial dealings. While not outright dismissing the lawsuit, Smith implied that Mayweather's business operations often prioritize optics over substance. His skepticism stems from a pattern. Mayweather promotes the image of a mogul, but behind the glamour may lie financial foundations too shaky to survive scrutiny.
I can't count the amount of examples where I saw people getting laid off, and then I see somebody come up right behind and get some contract. Business does business. You never know what's behind the goal of a business per se. What you do know is the work that you put in. If you're smart enough, what value comes with that work. And then at the same time, you also pride yourself in being very, very reasonable. I haven't, and I'm not going to talk about my contract negotiations with ESPN. They are ongoing. I think the talks have been very pleasant. I think we're making progress. We'll see what happens. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, I've got decisions to make.
Rapper 50 Cent didn't hold back either. Instead of presenting solid financial records or contracts, Mayweather has resorted to legal threats, an approach critics like 50 Cent view as a smokescreen rather than a legitimate defense. To them, this lawsuit feels like a power play meant to silence doubt, not establish truth. In today's climate of skepticism toward celebrity wealth, these accusations resonate, raising serious questions about what's real and what's for show.
Well, y'all can watch that in full, and as we have already seen, 50 Cent has been very involved in critiquing, taking shots at Floyd Mayweather, and when this came across his desk, he did nothing other than that. If that's the case, it's going nowhere because you didn't do the deal, champ. He must have named the writer separately to make him have to pay his own legal team. The champ is mad, and 50 most definitely promoted his brands and everything with that because 50 Cent has came into question about this deal that Floyd Mayweather has struck, showed his real estate businesses, people started diving into it. Floyd Mayweather has been defending it, but I just realized he put this $100 million lawsuit in against Business Insider saying that they have been going at him for a long time now, coming at his family, coming at his team, and saying these derogatory things and defaming him, so he won $100 million. The suit lost in the Southern District of New York names Insider Inc. and reporter Daniel Geiger as defendants. It is centered around reporting by Geiger about real estate deals Mayweather Jr. publicly discussed, including an agreement to buy a 62-building Manhattan apartment portfolio. Geiger reported in late March that there is no evidence that there has been a sale. According to the lawsuit, Geiger embarked on a campaign of harassment and defamation categorized by aggressive and misleading journalism that not only distorts the truth, but seems driven by a deep-seated bias against Mr. Mayweather's success. It claims that Geiger refused to review documentation proving the deals in question happened, and suggests that there's a racial component to the reporter's.
Mayweather's public demeanor often swings between nonchalance and ambiguity, especially when asked about money. His refusal to provide specifics about his finances during bankruptcy rumors only fuels speculation. When public figures rely on perception, cracks in that image, especially when combined with lack of transparency, can quickly unravel their influence and legacy.
That article sparked rumors that you are bankrupt. How do you respond to that? I don't think you have publicly responded.
Well, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I mean, if we call having 2 private jets, owning 100 buildings, being able to do what you want to do, if that's bankrupt, then I'm pretty sure everybody want to live like that.
That last statement was a fact. If that's bankrupt, I'm sure a lot of people want to live like that. I'd sell a few of them planes, especially if I was going bankrupt. But Yeah, wouldn't be a bad lifestyle to have. Now, Floyd Mayweather isn't the most articulate person. He does not articulate himself the best. This has been well known throughout his career. He is a prize fighter. He is a master promoter. He is a great business person. Put him behind a microphone or have him articulate himself, he's not the best at it. So if you listen to that and y'all tell me if y'all got the same vibe I did, or if y'all think that I'm tripping, it sounds like he's running around a lot of shit. And it's like, all right, bro, yeah, you might be going bankrupt. But let's understand something real quick. If one of Floyd Mayweather's businesses, or if his business is going bankrupt, that does not mean that Floyd Mayweather himself is broke. That means that his business may be struggling. Oh yeah, his business may be struggling, and you could file for bankruptcy. I think it's 13 or 9, chapter 13 to chapter 9, or whatever the case.
Mayweather's claim of owing no taxes contradicts documented IRS actions. Allegations of tax evasion or outstanding debts are serious, especially for someone who branded himself as financially untouchable. If even the IRS is pursuing him, the illusion of complete financial control starts to crumble. These formal filings may invite deeper investigations into his wealth. While Mayweather boasts a $400 million real estate portfolio, details remain vague, and the gap between his public confidence and verifiable records continues to widen. This disconnect begs the question: is his empire built on sound financial principles or carefully crafted illusion?
It's Money May, Aaron Mayweather 2. Go Money Green on him. Change it up. Change it up. Change it up. That's what we do. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's what we did. I need everybody, all the fighters all around the world, MMA, boxers, follow this man right here. We getting the job done. Money May, and y'all know the rest.
Social media has become a battleground for public narratives, and Mayweather's case is no exception. The lawsuit might be intended to silence critics, but it's had the opposite effect, inviting even more scrutiny. Fans now question not only the authenticity of his fortune, but also the motives behind his legal strategy. Instead of clarifying the situation, the lawsuit has deepened the mystery.